I've basically used all my Purana Bachpan ka contacts and resources and emotionally blackmailed her to come here today.
He has, he really has.
Was being a sports presenter always the plan?
No, I think I wanted to become a sports presenter the day I was told that you've been selected to be the sports presenter, because it's just something that never really crossed my mind, because I used to always play a lot of sports. So why I auditioned to become a sports presenter was I love the camera. So that the camera has always been the dream, and B, I love to talk. So that is, and C, again, I love sports. So this is like a perfect amalgamation of everything that I love, that just comes together. So it just seemed like a very natural fit, and I'm surprised that I didn't think of it earlier, but I'm really glad that it happened, because I love doing it.
But then again, like something like this, no one would really think of this as an opportunity maybe 10 years back?
Yeah.
In India?
In India, yeah. And so it's really nice that people before me, women before me, have kind of paved the way. So I think the earliest name that I can remember is Mandira Bedi. So we've grown up watching her, and I think she was unbelievable as a sports presenter. I think she was really nice, because she got that. It wasn't just sports. She got herself, her personality onto it, and that is kind of how I like to present as well. Because I crack really bad jokes a lot of times. I laugh at the most abrupt and weird things. So, and I put that into my show as well. So I think Mandira Bedi, Mayanti Langar, Khuri, who also hosts ISL. So I think Khuri is someone, because Khuri is the only other football presenter that I know. Wow. And so thanks to these women that someone like me got a chance to present.
So you would honestly, candidly say that most of the work that we see when it comes to ISL, when you're presenting, that is actually you. That is not something that you put on in front of the camera.
Not at all. In fact, I wish I could put on something before the camera, because I know a lot of people that choose a personality to be in front of the camera. And that is something that I was also told by a lot of people, that because now you have an opportunity, you can decide to maybe change your accent a little bit, talk a little slower or go a little faster. You have to decide whether you want to be a funny person, whether you want to be someone who asks a lot of questions, or someone who is very serious and professional. And I'm neither of that.
So once your personality is out there in front of the world, do you think that it's possible to change it? Like, in the sense, if you've done something for a year and people have seen you in that particular way, is it possible to break that and change it?
I think so. I think if you stay true to yourself, so even if I'm serious, it depends. If the situation demands me to be serious, I can't be cracking jokes. So even though that's happened, but but again, that's what. So see, you can keep changing. I'm a chameleon on camera, to be honest, and I think that's where my acting experience helps me quite a bit, because there are times when I act like I'm a fan. There are times when I act like, I know everything that is technical there is to know. There are times when I love presenting.
So now there's something that we've made it very clear to the viewers, that what we see on TV is exactly what Neha Anand is like. And let's just roll back the years a little, and where did it all start in terms of like you already mentioned that this was not exactly a plan till the time it became something in front of you, but you always wanted to be in the entertainment industry.
Yes, you've known me since I was a kid, and you know that my parents are also from the same industry. They're from the film industry. My dad's an actor and my mom is a dancer. So we've grown up on film sets, and everything has always been about movies. You ask me about any movie, any dialogue, any actor post 90s in Bollywood or Hollywood, more Bollywood. I shamelessly admit that I'm an ardent. I don't think there's any bigger Bollywood fan than me.
I agree with that.
There is absolutely no chance. Like, you could try, but you can't even beat me in Antakshari. Like, I'm that good. Sadly, I really am. But so acting was always in the back of my mind as I was growing up, and eventually I always wanted to study abroad, because I used to watch a lot of American sitcoms. So I wanted to study abroad. So then I came across someone who was going to Australia to fly planes, and Tom Cruise happened, and Top Gun happened, and like I said, everything is about movies. So now if you go and tell my mother that she actually took such a big education loan and started flying planes, it's just उसने Tom Cruise देख लिया था. So yeah, but it is true. You might think it's funny, but it's not. So yeah. So anyway, so I thought it's a very cool thing to do. I would love to fly airplanes. I mean, who wouldn't? I didn't realize that I would have to study that much maths, and I'm really bad at maths, like really bad. You don't ever ask me any maths question. I will just.
How do you manage the statistics and all when you're presenting?
I don't have to count, na.
Tension
I don't have to count. Don't ask me to count. Like my producer will never tell me, so and so into so and so plus so and so, and I'm like, give me the exact number. Like I'm a popat. I can tell you everything, but I can't calculate. So anyway, so I went to America and I got my commercial pilot license. So that is one of the best achievements I think in my life, because that was very hard. And especially, so the studying part was hard. Flying the airplane is a piece of cake, to be honest. Like, it really is.
I'll think twice before getting onto the other plane now.
No, so flying an airplane is not difficult, trust me. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So it's one of the most fun things that I've done.
I think you're underplaying yourself, but okay.
I can't tell you that I'm a very good pilot. Now you have to tell me that. So yeah, so flying airplanes is a lot of fun. So I did that. I came back, and then I thought, okay, what's the next fun project that I could do? And again, like I said, it always comes back to movies. I started to work with Yash Raj Films, and I got into their production team. And so I think everything that I did somehow just took me back to films. And yeah, again, Yash Raj happened. While I was at Yash Raj, I started getting offers for acting and offers to start modeling because I'm really tall. And I spoke to a couple of people. They said that if you really want to get into this, you should groom yourself and train a bit. You can't just wake up one day and say, "Aaj main actor banunga." I'm acting kar rahi hu. Even though a lot of people do that, which is cool. But yeah, so I decided to quit and I started modeling. So that was really tough because the modeling world is something that I know nothing about. So movies, we know some people,
yes,
or we know of some people.
Of some.
So you know what I mean? We know what that
yes,
world
yes,
is, right? But the modeling world, I know zilch. I have no clue. And I can't wear heels. I can't walk in heels.
जरूरत भी नहीं है heels पहनने
की. You've not seen me presenting. I stand like that. Oh God, that like when you ask me what's the toughest part of presenting, it is that. Yeah, I'm going to give you the answer right now. It's wearing heels. So yeah, so the modeling world was really tough to break into. I started doing ramp. Didn't enjoy it. Not for me. Ads happened, music videos happened, and my agency happened, and Star Sports happened, and yeah, I thank my stars that happened. And there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline, So yeah.
So Neha, tell me, you happen to touch on the fact that the entertainment world in terms of maybe movies and TV shows is very different from the modeling scene. Is there any specific thing that you found very odd when it comes to both places? Like,
I think the way they work is the modeling field is it's not very personal. It's not very friendly. Okay. It's not as in okay, like for example, age plays a very big role in the entertainment industry or the acting industry. In the modeling industry, it doesn't play a role at all. I realized that there were women who had babies who were models, because all you have to do is turn up on the day of the shoot, finish your job and leave. It is as simple as that. So I didn't see a lot of interpersonal relationships. It was a very aloof industry. It was very lonely. I felt very lonely in that industry, but maybe because I didn't have too many friends, so I didn't really put as much an effort to make friends as well. So I just found it very aloof, very lonely.
Also maybe because the duration of the work is not that vast, so there's no reason to make personal connections probably.
Exactly.
Wow, right.
So yeah, so the it wasn't friendly enough for me.
Nah, that makes sense. It makes sense. And so now you've reached a point wherein you're a very successful presenter, sports presenter, and I will definitely vouch for that because you do a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And you've made watching ISL a little more fun.
Thank you.
ये सब इसलिए नहीं बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरी बचपन से जानती है, बट जेन्युइनली
इसीलिए बोल रहा है कि मुझे बहुत सारा है।
So tell me one thing now. Let's come to the juicy part of things. Tell me what's like the most annoying or hardest part of your job right now?
Wearing heels. I am not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Really?
I am not kidding. I am someone who doesn't wear heels. You make me talk for 500 hours standing in a cyclone, I'll do it. But wearing heels, oh my god. I can't. Like, I can't. I don't know why women have to wear heels. I know they do because the dresses look better. They look better in dresses. I can't. Wearing heels is the toughest part of the job. Everything else is a piece of cake. I'll
That's
It
it.
really is.
Anyone who wants to be a
I
state
am
presenter.
telling you, it is true. If you like to wear heels, if you can wear heels, you can be a sports presenter, an actor, a model, you can be all of this. Not a pilot, the pilot's not allowed to wear heels. So that is why I'm a good pilot, because I don't have to wear heels.
Achha, have you ever tripped while walking in heels?
So many times.
Oh.
There are times when I'm standing and my feet have gotten cramped. Okay, so because I'm standing in a particular style, so I don't know if you've noticed this, but I move a lot. Okay, so but when I'm presenting, I have to stand very poised, and you know I'm talking to people, and obviously you are poised. Like you can't say, "Oh, goal mara." You have to be poised. So I'm standing with grace and poise because I'm wearing such a nice, pretty dress, and my hair makeup guy Sunil, I love you Sunil. He's given me like a really nice hairstyle, like a dainty female thing, and then suddenly my leg starts getting cramped. And I'm like, oh god, when will the camera go off me? When will the camera go off me? And I just move my leg and do this and come back. And the experts who are answering, they know the camera is not on me, na, because you can see the light. So they just look at me and they're talking to me, right? So they just look at me and they'll be like, and then they'll start talking, and then and then I come back and I'm like, thank you so much for that, and blah blah blah. And they're just looking at me like, what is wrong with you?
And it must be also difficult because you pretty much basically are standing on the pitch whenever you're doing.
Now for this season, for the last season, the bubble season.
Under
Otherwise,
the
iske pehle it was no. So that's not pitch side. So
Oh,
pitch side,
okay,
but there
okay,
was a
okay.
track.
Oh, okay.
On the pitch, you can't wear heels.
That is what I was thinking.
So presenting has two parts to it, right? One is where you're hosting the show, which is the pre-show and the mid-show and the post-show. And then you have the post-match presentation. So the post-match presentation is where you don't have to wear heels because you're on the pitch.
So Neha has actually given us the secret that the only thing that you have to worry about is as long as you're comfortable with heels, you're fine in life.
You need no other qualification. It is true.
Now, I don't think that's going to be a one thing kind of a conversation. Like judging by the conversations we've had so far, you must have had like a lot of fun, musty moments in between. And could you like talk about a few?
But before that, can you just fake sipping the coffee or something for the
Why did I fake sip it? I like
Okay, because it's been lying there for a very long time. Great, मेरी यहाँ
Pause.
coffee shop.
अरे हाँ वो तो ले नहीं तलब
हो गया.
अरे तुम्हें ना लोड़ी होगी ना. So fun moments. It's like खुद के पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी, but then okay. So this one.
पे heel मार.
खुद के पैर पे heel मारना.
Heel पे अपना पैर
पहनना. So there have been times when so like I said, there are two parts to hosting. I said, right? So one is when you're hosting the show, the pre-show, the post-show, and the mid-show, and the other part is when you are the presenter who does the post-match presentation. So the post-match presentation happens at the end of the match, right? So by then the adrenaline has died down, everyone is tired, and you are the one who has to be zinged up right now.
Yes.
And you are the only one excited right now because everyone else, because even the win ka excitement has muzzled down a bit. So you are the only one who has to be, oh, abhi mera time hai types. So in that excitement, and you're the only one on camera, right? In that excitement, there are times when I have forgotten the name of the team that is playing. So there have been times when I am announcing the name of some team, and then my brain is saying don't go aage because you can't remember the second name, but then I can't stop because you're on live TV, so you have to keep talking, and I can't remember the name, and if I look here and there, then the camera will see me looking here and there. I'm like, what do I do? So I'm like, what do I do? But thankfully I remembered and I said the name right, and I just gave the biggest smile and the biggest laugh, and thankfully people found it cute.
Is
So
it
just smile your way
is
through.
it something that we will spot on YouTube or something if we look for it? We are going to look for it.
Yeah,
We're going to
of
look for it definitely then.
Top,
So that happened
top 10
once.
mistakes done by reporters on channel. Neha, number 1.
So that happened once. Then there are times when, so we were, this entire last season was in Goa. So when it used to rain, there used to be bugs everywhere. So there was like, there was a time when there was this one particular evening when there were so many crickets everywhere that crickets were flying into our face. One of them landed here, like a big, huge one.
Wow.
So that was one moment that happened, and there are a
And
lot
the
of fun
camera was
moments.
on?
Camera is on. Camera is on all the time.
Once again,
So
how
they
did
will
you
shift
react?
it.
How did you react that time?
You're on the wrong field. This is a football field.
So yeah, so like they'll change the camera and put it on to one of the experts, but then I'll still scream and then I'm still shaking.
What did you do then?
What did you do?
What? Okay.
I froze and then I threw it out. And then I'm holding the mic and this is happening and I'm like, blah blah blah, and I have tears in my eyes because it's just a very shocking thing to happen because there are so many lights on you. I'm like
Wish we had.
Hello.
Wish you had those footage
Meet
or
my-
something. We could have put it in the background.
Meet my biggest fan.
my pet.
Ram Ram.
आज मैं अपने पेट को साथ लेके आई.
A cricket in a football field.
I did not think of that joke.
Oh, that was
You
actually
could have
what I
cracked
said.
the joke on the field only. Oh, cricket in the football field. What are you
That was
doing?
my joke. He's just using it now.
Yeah. Yeah, the last couple of years have been horrible for everyone because of the lockdown, and it's affected every single field, including the entertainment industry, sports. So I remember you telling me that during the latest ISL edition, your entire team, in terms of players, of course, the coaching staff and blah blah blah, also the presenter side of things, you all were cooked up in basically one location, one hotel for months. How was that?
So it wasn't. Basically, every team, every department were in their own bubble.
Okay.
So every team. So it happened in Goa, and every team, like the camera team, the production team, even people who drove our cars, to people who set up the post-match presentation, everyone had their own bubble. So we were the broadcast team. So the broadcast team, so we had levels of bubbles. And basically, like the broadcast team interacts with the players, right?
Yes.
But even then, so I cannot interact with a certain bubble because
You cannot basically risk that.
risk that. So you can't cross bubbles. It's as simple as that. So even if I spot a player or I spot a coach or I spot someone who, like, any or a friend, we have to stay far, like 6 feet, but we should actually keep it 10 feet. And yeah, you can't. There are no high fives happening. There's just a fist bump happening, and it was really strict. And which is good because we had no cases, and I think it is unreal that they pulled this off. 5 months.
That is
We were in
incredible.
Goa.
Because even like something like a Premier League, because you're talking about football in general.
There were cases.
So yeah, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, all of them had
Yeah.
cases, but the ISL.
We had no cases. So we had a 14-day mandatory quarantine period before we
That's
joined
amazing.
the bubble. So as soon as you land, you do a 14-day quarantine, and then you can enter the bubble.
So tell me one thing, Anya, when you're in your hotel room, when you finished up with your work or you are about to go to work, how restrictive is your movement? Is it like you cannot get out of your room, or is it?
You can. So the entire wing is allotted to you, or the entire part or section of the hotel is allotted to you. So even your people who are in your room service, who like are your people with the cleaning and food, etc., they're all in the bubble with you.
Oh, okay.
So even the person who's cooking for me
Huh.
is in the bubble with me.
So that's exactly.
So we
how
all
managed to
became an
do it.
entire family because our food was basically obviously a buffet every day. So
Huh.
these people were cooking for us, and they
Huh.
were in, so my car was my car. because that guy was in the bubble with me.
Wow.
So yeah.
So it was definitely, you can say, an experience that
It was unreal. We used to have tests every alternate day. Every alternate day. So we must have understood, and I was there for 5 months.
basically the safest person to be around right now. So I'm very sorted right now.
And I've been vaccinated twice.
Yeah, twice.
And if you're watching this, please get vaccinated. Don't listen to people who say don't get vaccinated. They don't know what they're talking about.
I back that. I definitely back that.
Please get vaccinated and wear a mask since we are being preachy.
Neha, is this something that you see yourself doing over the coming years, or is there something else planned behind the scenes? What's happening?
So I love hosting football. Like I said, I've become a full ISL junkie. I don't think there's any way that I could stay away from ISL. I want to venture out to other sports as well because cricket also is a true love. So you know the thing is, when I talk about these things, there's an automatic smile that comes on. You know, because I'm so excited. It's like, imagine you love watching football.
Yes.
So imagine getting paid to watch football. So now, okay, my job is the best job in the world because I have to dress up and go watch a football match and then talk about it.
Live.
Which I do anyways without the dressing up part. But now I get to dress up and look pretty while doing it. So it is a great job, and why wouldn't you want to do it? Because I'm sitting at home and watching the game anyway, so might as well get paid for it. So so I love ISL, and I want to do cricket as well because I love cricket that much. So yeah, that is one thing. And
Is there a situation where you're going to be maybe moving like different step in terms of the same industry or the entertainment industry?
yes, so like I said, the plan has always been movies. And you are aware of this, that I've done a Malayalam film that hasn't seen the light of day yet because the producer and director are fighting.
Okay, another message.
They are fighting. So if you all are watching this, please make up and release my film.
We'll make a hashtag justice for Neha.
Justice for Neha. Hashtag release Neha's film.
Yes.
So that's a Malayalam film that I've done, and I always wanted to act. I only want to act, and I have a project coming up which I'm very, very, very excited about that I can't talk about right now, but you'll know in the next 2 to 3 months. So I'm doing a Hindi film. I'm making my debut, and that being said, I will never stop presenting sports because I love it so much. It's as simple as that. And I only do things for fun.
So pause for a cause. Is this the first time you're mentioning it anywhere about the movie? So we get the exclusive first and
We'll leak it.
So now when I become like super duper trooper famous, then you can say, oh, this is where it happened.
Yeah.
यहाँ बोला था इससे पहली बार.
यही परिसी बेडरूम में यही कॉफी पीते हुए.
No, that's brilliant. I'm so happy for you, and it's extra special for me because I've seen you guys like around me. I was the younger one, and I don't know. It just, when I see you on TV right now, it just feels different. Like I see I feel so excited when I see you or like any one of your family members, and it's just great for me.
Thank
and I'm really happy, and I'm best wishes to you and best of luck for your coming future.
Thank you
ventures.
so much, and all the best for your ventures also. So Paras and I, we've grown up together. He used to be like the little kid that we didn't bully because he was very, very cute. So we didn't bully him like ever. And so I really like what you're doing, and I see that you like to have fun with what you do. So that is one thing that people really need to do. So actually, if you want advice in life, now trust me, you will get money. Obviously everyone wants to make money, but find something that is fun and then do it. And then if you stop having fun while doing it and you want to change your plans even after 10 years, it's okay. Just change your plan. Like look at me, I started as, I don't even know, a commerce student. Then I took science to get into flying. Imagine how hard it was.
Wow.
Then I learned maths to get into flying. Then I lost weight to become a model. Then I started acting. Then I did sports presenting. So yeah.
See, that's one of her personality traits. It's so easy, and in a joking manner, she's actually just spread the word that she's actually worked really hard. Be it in terms of flying, be it in terms of modeling, now what she's doing. So that's actually the secret to whatever you guys want to do.
Fun.
Have fun and work
Crack jokes
hard.
and heels.
See, she's still doing it.
Heels.
Alright, Neha, I think this was amazing. And thank you so much once again. This was actually one of our most favorite interviews that we've done so far.
Thank you so
And
much.
All thanks to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Pleasure was all mine, and thanks to Pickwick.
Pickwick, perfect.
Pickwick,
Oh, man.
the camera, who might cut this but don't, because I'm going to say something very important right now.
Okay.
Bye.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Neha Anand. I had an absolute blast doing this interview with Paras and Prithvi for World Stone Entertainment. It's supposed to be simply candid, but I made it extremely humorous. And I think you guys should subscribe to their channel and like all their videos, and especially this one.